Jetzt sieht man ja, wie ich einen Apfel schneide.
Genau das sieht man ja.
Scheiße. Das ist missgeschnitten.
Okay, Google, stelle einen Timer auf 15 Minuten.
In Ordnung. 15 Minuten.
Da eins muss man dir lassen. Eine Green Flag ist, dass du immer deinen Tee austrinkst.
Naja. Ist doch normal.
Was für normal?
Ja.
Es gibt kein Normal.
Das riecht irgendwie. Weiß nicht.
Ja doch, riecht schon komisch. Vielleicht sollten wir sie doch entsorgen. Einfach um sicher zu gehen.
Geil.
Staff member to help oversee her development. We invest hugely in the girls that we bring here.
Classes before. I very much know that I'm not good at dancing yet, so I'm really just getting thrown into it.
So I just got back a few minutes ago. I actually ended up being in the park for quite a long time, longer than I thought. I think I was away for like almost 4 hours. 4 hours, but I had a very good time actually. I love staying at that park. It's just so big and wide, and actually it's while I was walking around I just thought that I should have like rent a bike or something. I definitely have to try that in the future because the park is so big and wide. There are a lot of different like things in the park that you can see, like different gardens, like the Japanese garden, for example. If you want to go somewhere specific, and you need to walk there from one side of the park to somewhere else, it's really quite a long walk. So I should definitely try out renting a bike the next time. What I wanted to say is that I had a great time in the park. I just walked around a bit and I actually ended up reading in 3 different spots. Actually, before I go on talking, I was at an Asian supermarket and I bought these baked goods because it is already like, I think it's almost 3 o'clock by now and I haven't had any lunch. So I just saw these and I fell in love with them and I wanted to try them. So I'm actually just gonna do this little talk like a mukbang. I hope you're okay with it. If you don't like mukbangs, you just have to skip this part, but I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna go eat. The first thing I have is a kiri bun with garlic. Yeah. So it's savory and I've never tried it before, so okay. The texture is interesting. It's very sticky for some reason. It's interesting. I like it. I love how Chris is watching me eat in the bag. Yeah, it's very soft and buttery, and it has like, I guess, some garlic butter in the middle. What I was about to say. The first stop I sat at and read was at a random bench basically. And then I just walked like literally maybe 3 minutes or something and was at the Japanese garden, which was my destination for today. This is very interesting. I think it has like some whipped cream in the middle. It's not even butter. I think it's whipped cream with garlic flavor and it's a little sweet as well. So I haven't been there, and already when I got there and I saw the entrance, it was so pretty. Everything in there, and I also went at a very good time because it was like 11 a.m. or something. And there weren't a lot of people there, so that was great. It was a relaxing atmosphere and I needed that. How it was built and the layout was very, very nice. There was a very big pond with koi fish. I think I never saw koi fish that big. Like they were, I don't know, they were so big, I think. I never saw koi fish like that. And every now and then some of them would jump out of the water, which was actually, I think I always just heard it, but whenever they did that, I never looked at the pond, so I never saw them jumping out, which is a little sad, but whatever. Yeah, it was just so relaxing. I also sat there for a while, like maybe 20 minutes or something. I sat on an open space, on an open stoned space. That sounds weird. That's probably not how you say that, whatever. I sat there and very near the pond and just read my book. There were some people at some point which disappointed me a little bit because the Japanese garden had a sign that specifically said that it was for relaxation and basically that you shouldn't be too loud and stuff. But there were some people that, I don't know, brought their dogs, brought their kids. There literally was a kid on a skateboard skating on the wood bridges that were over the pond and stuff. And they were talking loudly and annoying me a little bit. But they didn't stay for very long, so it was okay. But still, I don't get some people. Walked a bit farther out of the garden and back into the normal area of the park. Sat down one last time in the shade on the grass. Continued reading for a little while longer. I think I'm at page 40 now, maybe. I'm excited to read the book, but I'm also skeptical because it's written in German. And sometimes, depending on the author, even for myself, or especially because my mother tongue is German, sometimes German can sound very bland, depending on who is writing it. So I'm a little skeptical because it already made me like cringe inside a few times. But you know, I'm still open for it to be good story-wise, so I'll get over it. And then I took the train back into the center of the city, and on the way there was a girl that accidentally took the wrong train, and she asked me basically if she was in the right train, and I was like no. But I also had to look it up because I didn't know if she was in the right train, so I looked it up and I saw that she had to go into the opposite direction. She was clearly overwhelmed and was crying, and I felt very bad for her because I've been in situations like that in her age, and that's very it's scary. It's very scary. And so I helped her out and I let her call her mom with my phone, and she figured out what train to take and everything was fine. So then the last thing I did was go to the central station, and near that station is an Asian supermarket, which I went to. And then I bought some essentials and also those baked things. And then I got back to my place. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to tell you because I had a great time. And I think I would buy that again. I liked it, even though it's a little, it is savory, but it's also sweet. And I think it's whipped cream in the middle, so you have to really like it.
Supportive parents. The only thing they have been trying to like go out of full
only thing that like
Celeste, Manon, and got one?
We just wanted to up the ante a bit. It's a survival that wasn't disrespectful. But when it was also like smart.
We then asked contestants to predict who could be eliminated this mission.
No, this is dirty. Why is Manon getting the boot like this?
But equally as important is you're building that fan base.
I feel like the public have already chosen who they truly